So we're inside the other tower now. There are two towers. The one to the... I don't really know the compass directions. There's no real map of this area since you don't come back here. Well, you know, I'm not going to say too much about that. Anyway, so here we are. So this is some person in a robe. Uh-oh. Her face looks friendlier than her clothing, for sure. Midna? This video might be all cutscenes, by the way. Ehe, you remembered my name? What an honor for me. So this is the one for whom you were searching. He's not exactly what I had in mind, but I guess I... So when the text is blue, Midna's speaking, and when the text is white, then someone else is speaking. I'm not going to spoil it. You were imprisoned? Take it off. Okay, I guess that she's not going to do that. I'm sorry. Poor thing, he has no idea where this is or what's happened. So don't you think you should explain to him what you've managed to do? You owe him that much. Twilight Princess? Hee. Ah, we see the name of the game. Now, a lot of people have wrongly thought that this person is the Twilight Princess. And you'll learn who it is later. But no, that person is not the Twilight Princess. The Twilight Princess, Midna is just calling her the Twilight Princess. It's like, it's a joke. Because she's the Princess of Hyrule. Okay, now you should know who she is. But you know, Hyrule got covered in Twilight. So now she's the Princess of Twilight. But there is a Twilight Kingdom and a Princess of that as well. Midna's just calling her Twilight Princess as a joke. She is not really the Twilight Princess. I just have to point that out. Now that person looks a little more familiar. Yeah. They go up against war, they got swords, they don't have any swords, and they get clobbered. Who is their leader? Well, here he is. He's a bit more humanoid, though his face doesn't really look it. And, he lost his hands in some kind of accident. They look like shreds. It is time for you to choose. Surrender or die. Oh yes, a question for the land and people of Hyrule. Life or death? Still don't see her eyes, but if you played Super Smash Bros. Brawl, you probably know who that is. Because her look is pretty much unchanged from that game to this. Unfortunately, however, Skyward Sword did not choose that look that I loved so much. And they gave her back the blonde hair. I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem with, you know, just the whole thing. I don't know. But you know, it's never the same Zelda, so it should be different. So I should stop complaining about the way Zelda looks in Skyward Sword. I mean, this is pretty much the only game Zelda's not blonde, so. And Brawl, but that doesn't really count. Now, she's not blonde in the original, is she? I'm pretty sure she has brown hair in Link to the Past. I don't know. Well, so now we find out. Midna's shocked. I guess... I don't really know. Now, me and my friend, or, like, my friend, she guest commentated, she's 10 years old, but she really likes this game. Like, she never played it, but she really liked watching me. So, yeah. This is no time for levity. The Shadow Beasts have been searching why is this? But like we always thought, like Zelda's so beautiful, but those ears just take it all away. Time has grown short. The guard should soon make its rounds. You must leave here quickly. So this tower was a lot shorter than the last. First, I want to show you a little secret. So maybe the spin... I said the spin attack wasn't that handy as a wolf, but you can use it here. I don't really know if you need to use a spin attack, but find a yellow rupee. There's really nothing else back here, but it's pretty cool. Like, guess where I am right now. And there's Zelda's bed. What else do we have here of hers? Got a book. Well, I guess it's pretty boring being in prison. So that's good that you have a book. But that's it. I guess she just spends most of her time looking out the window at what her kingdom has become. Not that way, the guard's coming. Boy, he's prompt. Ah. This is probably the creepiest cutscene in the game. Actually, no, it's not, but it's the creepiest one so far. I guess a promise is a promise, so I'll let you go back to where you first tumbled in the Twilight. Okay, I have to try something because, like, in all those failed takes at the Super Mario Galaxy 2, Grandmaster Galaxy, one time I was talking about, like things I never knew I could do in video games, like shake with the nunchuck in Super Mario Galaxy. And I was wondering, well, I'll tell you after. Are you sure you aren't forgetting anything important? Oh yeah, our friends got captured. And in that case, little Midnight would be happy to help you. Yeah, but, well, you'd have to be my servant, and now like a servant, you'd have to do exactly as I say. Why don't you go back, give it a little time, and give it some thought? And, so now where are we going? I guess it's not going to be all cutscenes. I really overestimated the length of that. So now we're in Ordon. And what's that? Sunlight! Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention one thing. That you may have left the darkened room. You haven't transformed back to your former self. And you won't anytime soon. Now, why could that be? Hee, see you later. Okay, I guess she's gone for now, but you know what? She's a good, I wonder what happens if we go this way. Oh, it's blocked off. Okay, yeah, because it should be. Because basically, as soon as we go out of this gate, so what next? You find out that she's really been there all along. She just hides in your shadow. Listen, there's another thing I forgot to tell you. Don't think you can just run off and save your friends, because you can't. Just beyond that bridge, the land is covered in twilight. Last time, a shadow beast pulled you through a curtain of twilight. But if you want to go that way this time, you'll need the cooperation of someone from the Twilight, like me. So you really have no choice but to do what I say. Saving your friends on all that? Well, that'll depend on your action. Because you can never trust words, you know. Right now, I am in a suit. And as you can see, since Midna's in the white world, she looks very different. She has almost no features. She's almost a shadow. Actually, she is a shadow. So that's why she hides in your shadow. She'll come out a few times, but mostly she just comes out during the Twilight. So yeah, so the enemies outside of the Twilight aren't as difficult. So yeah, you might still be in shock by the fact that we turned into a wolf. And those of you accustomed to the GameCube version might have been saying, oh, wrong way, wrong way. Oh, that's right. It's supposed to be that way. You know, when I walked to the left outside of the spring. So we have to kill these guys, actually. They look like just enemies here, but they're apparently guarding our house. And if you look up there, it's a squirrel. Now, how do I notice that? Well, because after you come here... Wait! Actually, I think that's a chipmunk. I don't really know. They made both the village and forest a mess. They kidnapped the village children, but I know you're not one of them. I can tell because you smell like the trees of Ordon. If you run into any trouble, try talking to the animals. We animals understand one another, so you'll be alright. So to Ordon Village. Oh, how did it come to this? The children, please say nothing's happened. Please forgive your good-for-nothing father. Okay, if he spots you, then of course he's going to think you're a beast. So we're going to have to go way out of his way. Now you might be wondering what we're supposed to do. Well, Midna said to get a sword and shield. So you can look around. We can talk to chickens now. Huh? Fresh face, huh? You're a sharp one to realize that you need to come introduce to me. Well, I know enough about this town, but if you need hints, then talk to it. However, like hints as what to do. Wait a minute. What are they doing there? I mean, he's never anywhere but outside of his house. And he was a fool. He was like knocking down the beehive. What's he doing talking to someone as important as the mayor? Find out next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. The moon. It might not be crashing down on us in 3 days, but we got problems of our own.